Now, if that's not some after church music, I don't know what is. What's up, everybody? Kilo Echo 8, Papa Zoo in November, the Ham Radio Adventure Guy. Thanks for stopping by your one stop for everything adventure radio. And it is the Shenanigans Happy Hour. What's going on, Dan?
Not a lot. Yes, Kyle, that was a sloth.
Sloth.
Slothy. What's been going on, buddy? You have a good day?
I had a great day, and my day was brought to me by these guys right here, my Patreons. They are absolutely awesome. They helped me go to down south, as Terry called it. He said, "You're down south again. Did you even come home?" So I was out down there, did a little bit of Virginia this morning, and right back to the West by God, Virginia this evening to do a little bit of live streaming. Oh, so good stuff, good stuff. Also, special shout out to these guys right here. That is the Adventure Club. Shout out to Toby with the off-stream donation, which moves her into the top 5. And that's actually the top 11 because I got lazy with the edit and just wanted to add Toby in there over and move Terry down to 6. So top 11. We'll call it a shenanigan. Whatever. Anyway, the next shenanigan is I got to take it off the stream. There we go.
We're back.
Yeah, I had a great day, dude. More CW, dude. I'm like
killing it.
I'm dedicated on this CW stuff. I mean, yeah, I'm still killing it on sideband. I'm beyond on track to make goals for everything I do, but I'm trying really, really, really hard on this CW. I did a CW. Well, actually, yeah, just one only CW activation today. One of those secret squirrel things. And if you're not in on the secret squirrel activations, you're missing out. Most of those happen through my Discord. And if you want in on the secret squirrel CW activations, all you got to do is be in my Discord and let me know, and I'll put you in the top secret squirrel room, which please copy Kyle was in. Got me park to park CW today. So, yes, you are seeing me spotted on Ribbon now. I've started expanding my wings a little bit, and I'm not spotting on POTA because I made the mistake of doing that the other morning, and boy, that was a shenanigan. Literally, I'm glad I wasn't videoing because I was just sitting there beating my head off the picnic table like this right here. Actually, I was in my car still, but it was horrible. Like,
got the blood flowing.
So I posted it on POTA, and I was like, "All right, guys, CW, 12 words a minute." And so every single time I'd call, I'd get like 8-9 calls coming in, and they would range from 8 words a minute to 1 gazillion words a minute. And I'd pick out one letter, and I was like, "Okay, let's go with Bravo." Did it? Question mark, and then next thing you know, you get 92 Bravos coming back in. But I made it through it. It was rough, and I got a lot of practice that day. But we won't do that again till at least February. We'll just say. But yeah,
I've been doing good.
I've been spotting on the ribbon, just calling CQ POTA and letting it go to ribbon and picking up some additional calls, and because that's the thing, I'm getting used to the calls that are in my secret squirrel room, and I can pick them up pretty quickly now. But the new calls still throw me, so I'm like getting a few different ones to come in.
Does that mean we have to send them faster?
No, it does not mean you send them faster, Mister 25 words a minute when you say you send 16.
15.
Oh
yeah, 15.
Yeah.
Hey, Dr. Peepee's in the house. I did something today just for him. I got my wire trimmed for my Oreo Peepees. Now it's nice and good on 40 meters, flat pretty much all through 20 meters. So this bud's for you, man.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna do a true QRP activation, don't you have to have something else trimmed too?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And but the QRP activation will happen probably next weekend. So y'all pray for me because I opened my stupid mouth and I said I would get 200 QSOs. So please, if you hear me next weekend and my spot says QRP, work me every band and every mode that I'm on. Because it's going to take a while.
So when Dan goes out to do his QRP activation, I'm doing a really special activation, and everybody who hunts me and not Dan will receive.
Oh, jeez. I'm doomed.
Funny
Oh, my
stuff.
God.
Funny stuff.
I won't be busting your pile up, that's for sure. So
Hey, BP Man busted my pile up with QRP, and
he's a lot closer to you, too.
is he?
Yeah, I think he would be.
I don't know about that.
You know, the squigglies go, better south than they do north, just like a river. So, what you munching on, man?
I'm eating a cracker. I
Oh,
don't even know why I'm hungry.
I don't know. You didn't have your bacon this morning or your meatloaf?
Nope, no bacon, no meatloaf. I headed out really early to Virginia. I don't even know why. I was like, I haven't done Tate Lore in like a year. I'm like, I'm going to go out and get that one and get me a unique park. And that's at the very bottom of West Virginia. And I'm like, I'm not really that far from that twofer in Virginia.
As well.
So I went down and did the twofer in Virginia and one other one in Virginia, and then come up and got. Well, the other one was my secret squirrel CW, and I just wanted to hurry at that point, so because I knew when I did Tate Lore it's going to be a while, and I was.
Ed, yes, RBN is the reverse beacon network. Yep.
Oh,
the good old ribbon.
Yeah, and it makes me go in reverse because I get new call signs, and I'm like, what was that? Huh?
I'm Kyle, by the way, Apple Astronaut Zero Zanzibar. I'm sorry about the CW contact today. I had a brain fart and my fingers just wouldn't work. So I'm glad you're able to copy really bad Morse code.
I nailed his call sign just fine when I got him today, but I can't remember. Somewhere when I was sending, I threw in an extra something. It was probably on break or something stupid, and I threw in an extra, but he didn't even pay me no attention. He's like, "Oh, that's James. He don't know CW." He's going on.
Did thanks.
I did work speaking of QRP and CW, I did work some kind of QRP club that just randomly popped in there, and I was like,
"Oh,
okay, that's
speaking
cool."
Speaking of clubs doing activation today, the Long Island CW Club was doing CW on a lot of different bands at the same time in a park in New York. I think Bethpage State Park. And I got them on, I want to say 17 meters, but I'm not sure. But I got them on one of them. So it was really cool.
And I should probably pay attention to my emails, and I would have probably known that.
I saw them on the spot page. I didn't see an email.
Yeah.
Yeah, David. I bet Eric did get a kill every night. He was wall to wall with a pileup on 10 meters, and it was still going when I hopped on here to the stream. So it was brutal.
Hey, there's the missing scribe in the chat. Good to know that the scribe is still alive. I told him he was getting docked in his pay because you was having to do his scribe work last night.
Yeah, he was AWOL.
You're lucky that they didn't have your numbers on luckyspot.com because I looked it up.
Yeah.
Because I was going to call you at 3:30 in the morning and be like, Eddie, go to Urban Dictionary and look up this.
We thought that Robbie just left him out of the park.
I did get Ed parked to Park CW today too, and Robbie parked to Park CW at a twofer. Actually, I got Robbie at 2 Park CW when I was at 2 Park CW. So that was an interesting good stuff.
That was more than a menage a trois.
Oh, that was stuff that we can't even talk about.
I know, right? Not even on Shenanigans.
Not even on Shenanigans.
We're gonna have to wait until the after chat.
Unfortunately, and for those of you who showed up at 6 o'clock, that's your Shenanigan. You showed up at 6 o'clock, and we wasn't there. But
it's 6 o'clock Sunday.
I did post it. It was at 9:15 tonight. If you would pay attention to the Discord, guys, Discord's where it's at, man. So
He said it. Yeah, the lightest 5.99 he's ever given.
Well,
what
I'll
was
go
he
ahead.
really 3.3?
I'll go ahead and tell you, Robbie, you wasn't 5'9" either, but I've learned that in CW, I'm really good at sending what I send, but when I go sending the other stuff, I get all messed up and then I mess up everything. If I had a thank you in or a good evening or a good morning, yeah, forget it. The contact's gone. So yeah, you're 5'9". I have give Eddie a 1-1 before.
What I've learned about signal reports so far in my ham radio career was if you're contesting, people don't care. You're 5'9". Everybody's 5'9". If you're doing a POTA activation on voice, pretty much people don't care. They're curious. If you're QRP, they probably really want to know their actual signal report. If you're on CW, they might really want to know. If they're QRP CW, they probably definitely really want to know what it really is.
Well, if you are QRP and you're CW and you really want to know what your signal report is and it really sucked with me, come back in about 3 months and I'll probably be able to give you an accurate one.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, there's a jester in the chat. What's up, Terry? Terry worked me at several parks CW today.
From the penitentiary.
Speaking of working me, I put out a challenge at the beginning of the year, and I know Dan is still in this challenge. How many people in the chat is still in the PZN challenge and have worked me every day this year so far? Yeah. I'm curious how many people's in there that still done it.
You do get a prize. There is a prize for it.
I haven't looked.
Yeah. There is a prize. We'll let you know what it is in about 50 more weeks.
Listen, they have all come accustomed to knowing that I don't normally tell what prizes is until I figure them out myself. Just like I'm still waiting to confirm a couple of the prizes for the fourth quarter Adventure Club and the end of the year Adventure Club. But
I thought you said in a private chat that everybody was going to get a new DX10 if they were on your list for it.
Oh, and
at the end of the year.
In the year in this, I think I did say that. I think I said the hand of the king will be purchasing DX10s for everybody. I do remember. That means you get one.
The scribe writes the checks.
And the scribe writes the checks.
That's right. Oh, Eddie, cool. He's in the Bailey Sprott booth, hunted and activated. Awesome.
That's awesome. What's really surprising is I'm in the Bailey Sprott for hunted and activated, and CW activated.
You can go a step further and really impress people and say not just park to park as a hunter,
no,
but sitting in your house.
I have literally hunted from my house every day this year.
Yeah.
And
the ghost in your house are wondering what's going on.
I don't have time for that, y'all. That's just nonsense. Hunting from the house.
Shenanigans. That's just shenanigans.
Yeah, that's just crazy. Who hunts from their house? What is up with that? Well, when I say I have hunted every day, I've hunted every day from a non-park. Some of those may have not been from my house, but from a non-park. How's that?
What do you do? Pull over on the side of the road?
I've been known to do it. Yes.
McDonald's drive-through. I got you. I'm tracking.
I'm the world's worst. I don't text and drive, but man, I'm horrible on Discord and drive. And I'm in the world's worst where somebody's like, God, I need 3 more. And I literally will pull over my vehicle and work them. I'll throw up the Eagle One on the side of the daggone road and work them and then throw it back down. And normally if I do that, I'm working them with my call and the club call.
That whole need one more thing was pretty funny today. David down in the DR, Hotel India 8 Delta, posted he needed one more. So I went down there and worked him. And after I worked him, he needed one more. So I posted he needed one more. And it wasn't even people from our Discord. He's sitting there just calling CQ for like 2 or 3 minutes and nobody's answering him. And all of a sudden the floodgates open and he just gets slammed. I was like, what in the world?
When you hear me use the word one more, that means I'm only taking one more.
Yeah. All right. One more.
Sometimes I have to do that before work. I'm like, all right, 10 more guys, 9 more guys, 8 more guys. And listen, when I hit to about 3, people start panicking.
Yep.
And like they just try to cram it in there. And when I get to that last one, I have to literally say, all right, QRT, bye, and hit the button because
people like Terry's. Yeah, people like Terry start standing on top of their desk, jumping up and down. Answer me.
Listen, speaking of that, I don't even know how he has a voice. PP man, I thought was going to have an aneurysm screaming QRP today. Like I literally just pictured him. You know, his poor wife just had knee replacement, and he's probably standing on it, jumping up and down, screaming QRP. I mean, I was like, let me work this guy. I even said it on air. I said, let me work you before you have an aneurysm.
Yeah, Terry got Japan as well today. He's awesome. Yeah, we all a lot of us worked Japan and Eric over in Hawaii. Japan was on 20 meters and Hawaii is on 10 meters actually.
Nice.
Yeah, Eric had a pile up and a half over there, and they were very unruly. He did a very good job keeping his pile in line, and there was a lot of people in there acting stupid.
Did he go kindergarten teacher like I do?
He yeah, for a couple of times he did. He did a really good job.
Yeah, after that one activation last week, I had a text from PP man. He's like, "From now on, you're known as the kindergarten teacher."
Yeah. Well, you started asking, people who drive red cars. So
ever since I've started doing that. Speaking of shenanigans, my new way of running pileups is really, really great. Like last night, God, it was stupid. Actually, I timed it at one point, and it was 57.6 seconds, I think, when I timed it from QRZ till I got ready to make my call. And it was just stupid, like absolutely stupid. So, I started breaking. Now, the first night I did it, I went crazy with it. So, I mean, I had a crazy big pile up, and everybody was just stepping all over top of each other. I went any park to parks. I don't think I got any QRP. I got like 3. I was like, any DX, nothing. I was like, anybody that drives a red car, it went silent. I mean, just silent.
It's like you mean to tell me out of all you people waiting, nobody has a red car?
I know. So I said, anybody drives a blue car? I got 3 people. I said, oh, man, y'all all be driving white and black, don't y'all?
Oh, Jesus.
Then a little bit later, I was like, all right, anybody that's favorite food is pizza? Oh, when I did, listen, Dan had already worked me, and when I said anybody who had bacon for breakfast, he comes back in Whiskey Delta 4 Delta Alpha November. Bacon and sausage, sir.
Jesus. I think next time you should do anybody who's sitting in a Publix parking lot.
Oh, God, Eddie would tear me up then. What's going on, Andy? Good to see you in the chat. Yeah, it was just crazy, like absolute madness. And so I've incorporated it in a few more activations, and still to this day, nobody has hunted me on a red car.
Interesting.
So like, what is the deal with hams and red cars? Why don't you guys own red cars? I'm curious.
Hey, come summertime, you can say anybody who's mowed their grass today, come now.
Well, that'd probably just be a big crazy pile up again.
Yeah, that's true.
Anybody who has weeds as big as the Ham Radio Adventure guy, because he's always at the photo park, come now. Funny stuff. You've been pretty active yourself, dude.
Yeah, I've been getting out there. I didn't go out to a park today because I spent the day in fine-tuning the Oreo and getting everything situated for the QRP activation. But yesterday I went out for a couple of hours, put up a little over 300. So
nice.
I'm doing more of those as like short little test runs for the kilo in a day. So
it depends on how well. If I can get a day down in Florida where 40 is going to work for me, I'll do it. I'll do it in Florida.
Some Somebody asked me in Discord if I'm going to go for the kilo in a day when I started the activation. I said, I really can't tell you right now. I mean, if it's good, it's good. If it's not, it's not. I mean, if I get above 650 or so, like 550 to 600, I think I'm gonna really push for it, and I'll start doing different modes, different bands, getting them however I want. But but I really don't know until I get out there and see how the bands are. So.
Well, that's kind of rough though, because you're trying to do it at a park you've never activated.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to do it two ways. I'm trying to do the one at the park I've never activated, and also just for 1,000 contacts from a park.
Okay.
Even the one I've been to. So.
Okay, that makes it a whole lot easier.
Yeah, it'll be definitely easier. That'll be the first one I do.
Because if I'd have a day in Florida with 40, and I'd get 250 contacts on 40. If I'd get 250, I'd say, all right, it's on.
Mm-hmm. My problem with starting the night before is, say if I get 350 the night before, and then go out the next morning, which would be the same UTC day, I got to deal with a lot of dupes. Probably because they're not going to pay attention to that, and the bands might be totally different. So it's rolling the dice for sure.
Yeah, I've made that mistake before. I went out the night before, and then I'll be like, I'm going to go out and do a QRP activation today. And then I went out and I was on. I was like, I'm just going to do it on 20 because I did 40 here last night, and 20 wasn't doing crap. So I'm like, all right, guys, I'm spotting, but if you worked me last night, don't come work me. Guess what? They come work me.
I think it's one of those things I won't do it the night before, but I'll just get out there early in the morning, like 3 a.m, start off on maybe like 80, then go to 60, then 40, 20. I'm going to have to hit every band to get it done, I think, just for the number of people and not getting dupes. So. I might bring both radios too. Set one up on another band and run digital at the same time, because I can run digital and do a click while I'm doing SSB.
My pileup lasted so long last night, and people used to me changing parks, are like, oh, he spotted, and it's been like an hour since I've worked him. My pileup lasted so long last night that I had like 3 people to come back and tried to rehunt me, and I'm like,
yeah,
I done got you, bud. Oh, you're not at a different park? No. They ain't shut up. they just keep coming. I ran a voice last night, to be honest. And I still had CW to do, because when I do the early and late shift, what I do is I'll do CW first, and then I'll do SSB straight into SSB late shift, then I'll do CW at the end. So
it's a good break for your voice, though. I mean, I know that day I put up like 450, and even when I did a 300 this weekend, my voice was my throat was kind of starting to hurt a little bit. So,
yeah, 1,000 contacts. You're gonna need to use, a
lozenge.
You're gonna have to use some paint drying and some CW and which, I don't know. I'm not. Go ahead.
And I'm not going to I'm not going to open my mouth and say I'll do a kilo in a day on QRP. That's not going to happen.
No.
Negative.
I'm not going to open my mouth and say I'll do a kilo in a month on QRP.
Yeah. That's right.
I do okay when I go out. I've got hunters that's going to hunt me.
Oh yeah.
So, but I don't think I've ever went out and like literally just like, oh no, I'm not going to make it. I'm QRP. I always get plenty. It's just,
I'm sure everybody looks at the spot list and looks in the Discord spots and everything else, but I'll probably need a lot of help from other hunters, especially, other activators when I try for it. Like if the band's good and I go out there and rack up, 350 to 400, and all right, today might be the day. Let's try it. I'm going to need help from those other activators to say, hey, thanks for, checking in with my activation. Why don't you slide down to this frequency and see if this guy's here,
I can see it now. Dan's going to send me messages. He's going for a kilo in a day, and he's like, hey, I just bought you 100 pieces of pizza. I need you to go to a different park every 20 minutes and work me on every band.
Well, I've had multiple people tell me I run my activations a lot like you, and I sound a lot like you when I'm running my activation. So I'm going to spot with your call sign, and I'm going to use your call sign and just change it later in the logs.
Listen, it's the PZN phenomenon.
The phenomenon.
Yeah, people have adapted the way that I run a pile up because they're like, hey, he's effective, and
it's efficient. Yeah.
If it works for you, use it. I don't care. But as long as you're having fun doing it my way.
Oh yeah.
Don't try to be me if that's not fun for you. If you want to take 75 minutes per person, that's on you.
What's funny is I was actually doing it very, very, very similar. I haven't changed the way I do it, even before I met you. So it's like, oh, okay. So somebody else had the same mindset I do. Keep it short and simple and efficient, but not like contest rude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, hey, 5-9, bye, thanks. 5-9, thanks.
Although yesterday,
yeah,
I kind of wish I was a contester.
Yeah.
Oh, like my goodness, that you can only ask me my call sign so many times.
Did you get the guy to ask you to repeat your call sign 4 or 5 times?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he messed it up 4 or 5 times.
Yeah. And then I had that. It's probably the same guy. And he asked me again. He goes, well, I messed it up. Can we circle around to the beginning? And it was during my activation. I said, listen up. If you just listen for the next 5 minutes, you'll hear my call sign at least 10 times.
Here's the thing. When I activate, I say the park number with every single hunter.
Mm-hmm.
You are 5 and 9 in kilo 1810. QSL. Right there's the park number. So if you missed it, the very next hunter, all you got to do is listen to me say you are 5 and 9 in 1810. As far as my call sign, you're looking at about every 5, or on a late shift activation, maybe every 10. It's going to come right back out my mouth. I promise you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to ask me, but when you say, "Are you doing a POTA activation?" and I say yes, there is no reason to ask me if I will log the contact with POTA. Of course, I will log the contact with POTA because if I don't,
I'll think about it.
Credit.
Yeah, I'll think about it.
I might.
What I do is I write all my contacts down and I put them in a hat. And at the end of the activation, I have a raffle. And I reach in and I just grab the ones I want to log.
I only do that in February. In February, every activation, I put all the contacts in a hat and I pull out 2 and I just throw them away.
Yeah. If you keep messing around asking me to repeat my call sign, you're not even going to make it into the hat, buddy.
Yeah. Only in February. Oh, February's coming up too.
Yeah.
I wonder if the guy who said I didn't log him in February is going to hunt me again this February.
He might. Hey, this coming up weekend is Support Your Parks, correct?
Yes. Yep. It is Support Your Parks. Matter of fact, that's what we'll be streaming about Wednesday.
Yeah. And the weekend after that, if anybody's curious, is Winter Field Day.
Yeah, very, very busy end of the month. Actually, I'm just busy from here on.
Then you get packed up and leave. Yeah,
I've got Support Your Parks this weekend coming up. The next weekend, I've got Winter Field Day. The weekend after that, I have a club meeting and test on Saturday, and Sunday morning, I get on a train and head to DC first.
Choo-choo.
And then to Florida. I've already locked in all my plans. The house sitter's taken care of.
What's her name?
Her name is I Know How to Shoot His Guns.
Hey, Kilo Charlie 4, Bravo. What's up, buddy? Good to work you a lot today.
I think I've worked that guy once
or twice. Yeah.
Yeah, once.
I've heard him around.
Maybe twice.
Every time I hear him, smoke comes out of the front end of my radio, though.
there's some of them that I'll tell you what. If Yazoo listened to one of my activations, they'd probably just send me like 6 front ends right off the bat.
Yeah, no
Like
kidding.
here, you're gonna need these.
Smoking.
Oh Lord. So what's your plans for support your parks?
Go activate a lot that weekend. I'm probably gonna do my QRP activation actually.
Okay.
I think that'll be a good time to do it because there should be a decent amount of hunters out that weekend. So, do my QRP activation, get 200, and then turn around and do QRO and get another 1,000. So I get 1,200 in a day.
Yeah, I might activate next weekend. Maybe.
Sure. No, you will. You will.
Yeah, it's a possibility. It might be in my future.
For Winter Field Day, I'll be in a park.
Will you be in a park? Okay.
Yeah, that way I can set up whatever their point thing is. What is it? Portable, battery powered.
Okay, see,
all that.
I don't know whether we're going to be in a park or not yet. They have went back and forth with 20 different scenarios of where we're going, and I'll probably know the night before when we're going.
Oh, your club?
Yeah. So,
okay.
I mean, regardless, it's all good. It's from 2:00 on Saturday till 2:00 on Sunday, or two Saturday to 2 on Sunday. So basically, you activate before on Saturday and after on Sunday, and you're good.
Yep. Yeah.
But hopefully, we're in a park, and just everything will count for me.
Yeah, we're planning on having a lot of fun, and then, like you said, then February's coming up, and you're leaving early, and then the second weekend in February we'll be down in Orlando at Hamcation. So hope to see a lot of people there.
And then shortly after that is the greatest holiday of the year. So busy February.
Yeah. That is true.
In case you're wondering, the greatest holiday is not Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah, I was curious what it is.
It's my birthday.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll buy you a coffee.
Will you buy me a coffee?
Yeah.
Oh. That's funny stuff. So you got any? What do you got? You got any wants when you go to Hamcation? You're wanting to buy anything?
Yeah. I'm not looking for a radio anymore. So that problem's been solved. I need there's a couple things there's smaller items that I want. One is, well, not really a small item, but maybe that keyer that you showed us the other night.
Yeah, and you know what? They are going to be there.
Yeah, I saw that. And I need a foot pedal, a PTT foot pedal, because the Georgia QSO party is in April. And I can't contest without a foot pedal because it really aggravates me not having both of my hands free. So, and I don't use Vox because you don't want me to use Vox on the radio.
No, Shenanigans people do not use Vox.
Yeah,
thank you.
You don't want that.
Thank you very much, Kilo 8 Golf Quebec, for the 3 slices of pizza. You are awesome. Oh. And as we're and then right after I say that,
hey.
Eddie with the super chat. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Oh.
I read that as here's your body present.
That's what it is, Eddie. It's my body present. I understand. We know you do the Lucky Spa thing, but so everything that is donated tonight is actually going to my bills for the month of February because I'm trying to get them paid before I leave. Because of course I won't be working while I'm down there. Well, I'll be working. I'll be working for you guys, working hard on YouTube and getting you guys photo contacts. But a lot of people's like, you're missing a month of work. What do you do? I was like, I try to pay my bills before I leave.
Still work. Yeah. But yeah, just looking for a keyer and a foot pedal. And I'm sure once I get into the dang swap yard and out of the main hall, I'll probably find some other stuff.
I really, really want that Bengali. I like.
That's what I'm
Like
looking at. The one with the little wings on it.
the one Kyle has.
Yeah.
Kyle, what actual day are you going to be there?
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't mind playing with his beforehand.
Hey now.
Yeah.
Kyle, I want to play with yours too, buddy.
Please copy, Kyle. You have two guys that want to play with yours.
Can I like thumb your paddles? Or even finger them would be nice just to see how they feel.
Kyle, you know I do CW like changing a phone booth, right?
Changing a phone booth. Did da da da. Did da da da.
He must have already left or something because he's not even coming back.
That's how I straight key. That's how I straight key. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Funny stuff.
No, he just posted. He says, "Did you guys talk about Bigali coming to Hamcation?" Yeah, we just did. So he said he'll be there on Thursday night.
Thursday night.
Well, I'll be there Friday morning.
So Thursday night, Kyle's going to have to meet me at a park at midnight, so I can do a CW activation.
How long are you there, Kyle?
Kyle's going to be there for a while. Me and Kyle's going to do some activating while we're in Florida. Hopefully, that's the plan anyway.
Well, that's cool. You're going to go out with Astronaut Andromeda Zero Zanzibar.
Yeah. I need to get me a shirt made and it has the whole front of it has words with A and the whole back of it has words with Z.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be my Kyle shirt.
Yeah.
I can't wait till I'm really, really good at CW. And even though I don't ever want to send like 30 words a minute in CW, I only want to go to like 17. But I want to be able to send 30. That way, when Kyle calls me, I can just crank my keyer up because it's going to take forever anyway. And I just spell out everything I want to say, like apostrophe, Angolian, apostrophe, Angolian 0.
I think on my first activation, if he catches me, I want to go when he sends his call sign, I'm gonna reply A 0000000ZZZZZ.
Listen, I love his call sign because
it's so easy. I love it, man.
Kyle, probably I don't know if Kyle's sending any slower than he normally sends, but Kyle don't slow down for me. Kyle just comes through blasting for my speed anyway. But it's no problem. I hear it like so easy because
it's awesome.
He has the easiest call sign in CW, but I always mess up somewhere else on Kyle. I don't know what it is. But it could be worse, Kyle. You could be Joseph, X-Ray Lima Sierra. I always botch his call. Always.
Guy yesterday was it November Zulu 4 Zulu or Kilo Zulu 4 Zulu? One of them. He had a lot of Zulus. He was Zanzibar Queen.
Yeah. It's crazy because I've
yeah, you're HNN. That's all right, Kyle. When he sends my call sign back to me, I'm Whiskey Delta Victor Delta Alpha November all the time. So.
Listen, you're gonna keep saying that.
He's always shorted it.
I'm gonna go back and edit my logs, and I'm gonna put that call sign in my log and take you out of all of them.
I wonder if I can put a second call sign on POTA without a number in it. I'll put it like other call sign on POTA, Delta Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November, and all of a sudden I got like 50 new contacts. Thanks, James.
Yeah. And please copy. I'm going to remove Dan and Kyle from the top secret Skrull CW room and take all their contact from them. Funny stuff.
Yeah. Well, Eddie, you just moved away from a straight key. You're on the paddles now. You liking that better than the straight key, or you want to go back to your straight key? Because you got that nice bencher, didn't you, for Christmas?
I don't know if he likes it better, but if we're practicing, I know I like it better because I don't got to hear him smacking his desk like.
Yeah.
That was painful to listen to him.
And I don't know if you knew this, and I might be totally wrong. Somebody correct me if I am, but I think Bencher is a subsidiary of Bigali. So it's a great key.
Listen, Kyle. I'm just going to say this. You and Dan, you're giving me crap, but maybe I'm shorting you guys a dit because I think you guys are short dit mans.
Short ditmans.
We don't
short ditmans.
We don't want no short dit man around here.
I like short dits, and I cannot lie. When a dog comes up with the itty bitty dit, a dada in your face.
Oh Lord God, help me!
You get sprung.
Funny stuff.
You know that's true, and their DAWs. There was somebody I was listening to. You could obviously tell he was on a straight key because he was very much over exaggerating his DAWs. It was like a 5-to-1 ratio with his dits. It was almost painful to listen to.
Yeah, my spacing probably sucks, and it all sucks. But you know what? Y'all get in contact, so shut up. I guess I'm going to start taking sending classes now. Y'all going to give me a complex.
Eddie said that KJ4 Alpha Zulia Echo said he had a good fist. Eddie, that means you can sing code well. Just saying.
Oh, Lord.
See you, George. Have a good night, buddy.
Yeah, you have a good night, George. There's a good QRP signal in the chat. Kilo Oscar 4 Golf Alpha Romeo.
That is the QRP signal.
Yeah, like he's got one of them kapow QRP signals.
No joke about that. Yeah, he'll come in like a wrecking ball, won't
he? Yeah, he'll come in QRP, and it's like full Dan coming at you.
Yeah.
No. Dan's favorite actress or singer is Molly Cyrus because every time he comes into my pile up, he comes in like a wrecking ball. I'm like, how many watts were you running, Dan? He's like, all of them.
All of them. Yeah. All I ever want to do is break your walls. I'm not loud, man. You just got a really good receiver. I don't splatter. I mean, I actually, yeah. When I tuned my audio and everything, David, I was very cognizant, and it took me a long time to get my audio and my microphone settings right, just so I don't splatter and crap. Because I can't stand it when I'm running lower sideband and I'm above somebody and I still hear them. It's crazy.
Yeah, I can't stand to hear him, period.
You can twist those knobs on your fancy dancy ratty video.
I know. I spend a lot of time doing that now. I'll tell you what, though. You can say what you want, but I have literally pulled stuff out that I don't even know is there.
I've witnessed it.
Because we'll be in like a chat, and I'm like, hey. Matter of fact, last night they said there's a QRP activation going on 7200, and it was late. The lids were done in bed, so I mean he wasn't in no danger or nothing. But I went over there, nothing. I mean I heard absolutely nothing, and I just start playing with knobs, and sure enough, here he comes. And if I can hear him, I can get him.
Kyle 7300, soon to be a 7610.
Yeah. So what's happening, Kyle, is he's going from a little girl to big girl panties.
Granny panties.
Isn't
Granny panties.
you're not even friends with me and Kyle, and unless you got a Yazoo or you can flex with Kyle, you're not even our friend, Dan.
I activate with the Yazoo. I love it.
Okay, well you can be my friend in the field.
I love it.
Oh, now, you've ruined yourself though. So from now on, when you call my pop-ups, I'm going to be like Whiskey Delta Victor Delta Alpha November US 59. And don't think I won't. Don't think I won't, guys, because
Oh, no, you will.
we were in Patreon chat the other night, and they were giving me crap because when I first started CW, it's always a CW. They're always picking on me. Like, learn CW. It'll be fun, they said. No, it's so that everybody can pick on you. So they're like, I'm so glad that you put a space in between your Kilo and Echo now, because it was always coming out with a C, and I'm hearing
C8PZN.
PZN. So the other night, I told him in Patreon chat, I was like, nobody would even notice it if I said it. So I'm in the big, huge pileup. I mean, huge. And I'm like, Kilo Charlie 8, Papa Zulu November, QRZ. Nobody said a word. And I look in my Discord chat, and PP Man's like, he's losing it, guys. He can't handle the pileup. He's losing it. He just said Kilo Charlie. And I'm like, dude, that was on purpose. I told you guys this.
Kyle, I agree, man. I got the 891 and I use it for my POTA activations. I love it. That little thing is great.
That's the one Yazoo that I don't have sitting here. Got the DX10, the 991A, and the 818.
PP would say the only bad thing about the 891 is it only goes down to 5 watts. It won't go any less than that.
Well, even the 818 don't go down to a tenth of a watt like I want.
I don't think much of anything goes below 5 unless it's
I think
actual QRP rig.
Yeah, like my 991A and my DX10 just don't go 5 watts.
Mm-hmm. There's the roamer of the Dominican Republic in the chat. David, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, do we have roamers sneaking in on us?
He's roamed the whole island, pretty much.
So every time I think of David now, I'm going to think of the guy off Braveheart from Ireland. It's my island.
Park to park. I love every time he does that. I'm on an activation and I'll hear through the pile up, park to park. I'm like, oh God, that's David. It is so funny. He was sounding really good on the high bands today, though. I had him about 10 to 15 over here. Best I've ever heard him. He was kicking it.
Listen, he's got a good signal. Like he can get me on 40.
Yeah. Oh, from there, that's a good haul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I said. He can get me on 40. It's not often, but he's in there quite a bit. It's not just luck. He gets in there. I think it will too. PP Man's in the chat and can answer that, Kyle. Because he's sporting one now.
Kilo 8 November India Victor. What's up, buddy? Welcome.
You're 5'9", John, and Whiskey Victor. Another one of them West by God, Virginia guys.
West by Godians.
Yep. Oh, well, anyway, I appreciate everybody coming by for this late stream tonight because, we normally do it at 6, but Pat was doing campfire at 6, so I gave him the slot, and I stayed out activating, and we just moved around. We'll try to make a post on where we're going to be next Sunday and all that good stuff, but Dan, what you got coming up? We're going to start up.
Not a lot. I pretty much answered it. This coming weekend for anybody who's just joining us is Support Your Parks weekend. So get out there, support your parks, either activate or get on there and hunt your butts off. And the following weekend after that is Winter Field Day. Also a great time to go out and get into a park. So that's all I got.
Good deal. Good deal. Myself, I will be continuing to grind as I do every single day. I think Tuesday I may be a little slack. I got to take somebody to a doctor's appointment. So depending on how long that takes, on how many I get in Tuesday, of course I'll activate. But uh, I'm not even sure what Dan's doing there. He's fishing for something.
I was grinding.
But uh, but anyway, I'll be out there doing what I do. Wednesday we will be talking about Support Your Parks Weekend. I am still not 100% solid on what I want to do. I'm going to wait till probably Wednesday right before the stream and throw my plan together for the weekend. And but we know I'll be out there. I'll definitely be doing CW every single day because I got to make 14 CW contacts a day. I can't remember when I only made 14 now, and we're only 15 days in. But other than that, I hope to catch everybody on the air, and thank you very much. Wait a minute, PP Man, did you answer my question?
Only a few will go sub 1 watt.
What's that even? Only a few.
Only a few radios will go under 1 watt.
No, oh, okay. But what Kyle said with the 3 and the 4, does it go down to 1 watt? PP Man. PP Man's the only person with the smallest QRP that I know. So
Yeah.
anyway,
the PP's wattage is very small.
Since I have a lot of work to do. Oh wait a minute, I'm not talking to him, am I?
Oh,
since I do have a lot of work to do, I guess I will probably head over after the stream and get in Discord chill pad. That way I don't do it and can complain about it tomorrow. So Patreons, I will be in chill pad immediately following the stream. Unless one of you guys talk me into going to a park, and I doubt it happens because it's cold here. But other than that, thanks for all the donations, guys, and we will catch you Wednesday or on the air tonight or tomorrow, whenever. 73.
See you guys.